Hi everyone, today we're going to be attempting a full solve of privatized cryptic crossword puzzle number 816 set by Cyclops. Now, as the qualifier, I tried to publish these before the answers are released, so I can't promise I'll get all the answers right, but obviously join in the comments and we'll solve it together. And so with that said, let's begin, why not, with one down, looks like. A failure to indulge can, if put in need, for 10. So we've got quite a long one here. It looks like there's some kind of insertion going on where you've got, it looks like can, or another word for can, is going to be put in need, or another word for need. So I suspect a failure to indulge is going to be the definition. But I don't know if we're going to have to get a couple of letters, I think, just to confirm what's going on there. That seems to be a bit of a stretch to begin with. So why not two down? Settled last conflict trumps top loyal supporter for 8. Now, a better one. So Trump's top is going to be the letter T because that's the top of Trump. And settled is an anagram indicator. You got to think like I don't know, like stones in a river. They're settling, and so they're coming down, and they're all being disorganized and coming together, something like that. And so, if settled is an anagram indicator, that would mean that maybe Trump's top, the T, comes last. And then you've got loyal supporter as the definition. Settled last. So it's not going to be last conflicts. Obviously, that's too many letters. But then if last is 4, we're probably then just looking for a 3-letter word then for conflict to substitute in, which I think straightforwardly must be war. We got wart, and then we're just anagramming, I think. LAST for stalwart. There you go. Loyal supporter. That makes sense. Very good. Let's keep going with 3 across then. One-time ejaculation, say, before one died for 4. Now, there's something. Now, I know usually if you see the letter 1, or the word 1, we abbreviate it to the letter I. There's something interesting about this one time, though, because that tells me that it was something that going on in the past. It was a one-time thing. There's an old-fashioned way of maybe saying ejaculation, and to ejaculate is also to exclaim, right? So there's another meaning behind that word. So that's probably what we're looking for. An old-fashioned way of exclaiming something. And say could be a homophone indicator. And whatever that is before one, so we need to leave space in this 4-letter word for one died. We might have to come back, I think, to that one there. So if we just keep going along, perhaps to 4 down, Pence sweetheart is fake for 6. Now, Pence could refer to Mike Pence, which sometimes I've certainly seen in privatized crosswords. Pence is abbreviated to VP as a result. But that doesn't look like it's going to work here. I mean, the structure of this clue, Pence sweetheart is fake. So fake is probably the definition. There's no insertion or anagram that I can see for VP, which makes it a very awkward set of letters. Another way of thinking about pence is like money, of course. So abbreviated pence is just the letter P. And then it's really, is there a 6-letter word you can think of that means fake, that begins with P? If something's a phony, and that works because honey is sweetheart. So there's a substitution there. That's nice. That's actually very pleasant for the private eye crosswords. I mean, let's keep moving on with the downs then. 5 down. It's not good to be upstanding for 4. Upstanding is almost certainly going to be a reversal indicator. So what are we reversing? 2B is 4 letters, which means it's not good, might be the definition. To be would be ebot, and ebot, it's not good. I mean, there was in the news recently about, that the house robot, which is almost certainly somebody dressed up as a robot in disguise. We might ebot doesn't quite. It's not good. I mean, let's see. Let's see if how far we get with that. 6 down. Regally unsound, producing an adverse reaction for 7. So this one we can do. So regally unsound is an anagram indicator, and regally should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. Excellent. Which should give us the definition, producing an adverse reaction. And so then just get your anagram solvers out, really. Regally for mixing it up. Could we have? Well, it is helpful that you've got the A and the L together. What am I trying to say here? Allergy. That's what I'm trying to say. Does that fit? Yes. Fantastic. So I'm quite confident that's correct. I mean, why not just keep going on? Well, should we try 8 across? But to test the B here, maybe. I mean, so what's 8 across? House messed up after son gets to dig the dirt. House messed up. I mean, that feels like it would be an anagram indicator, except because we've got an H, but we've got a B and an L, and I'm sure phony and allergy are correct. So interestingly, house messed up I don't think is an anagram indicator. Instead, maybe it's house messed up. That is the substitution. We need to find something that means a house messed up, and that comes after son. And the son is often abbreviated to just the letter S. And so if this comes after, we've got SH, gets to dig the dirt, like a... Oh, okay, so ebot is not correct, because a shovel gets to dig the dirt. That helps with phony and allergy. And a hovel is like a dirty house, I think, isn't it? So house messed up. So that could be a sneaky misdirect there. Shovel. So if we've got a V, then, I mean, let's try 5 down again. It's not good to be upstanding. I mean, what do we know to be maybe not good that's got a V in it? If something's evil, maybe that fits for 4 letters. So evil backwards is live. I mean, is it as philosophical as this? To be is to live, maybe, and so that's what we're upstanding. I mean, can we do 12 across to figure this out? 12, and 30. So where's that? Down here. Okay. Leonard seen out to get a Reform UK member. So we've got 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 and 8. Leonard seen out to get a Reform UK member. It's almost certainly a name. I mean, Lee Anderson is what... If we've got L and E here, Lee Anderson would seem to be... Does this fit? Yeah, it does. It does fit. How does that work then? So we've got L. So Leonard. Oh, look. Leonard Scene is is it 11 letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Out. So out is an anagram indicator here. So you've got a series of letters here. Leonard Scene is out. There's something going on with it. For Lee Anderson, which is a Reform UK member. Okay, so actually this top corner is coming together quite nicely. I mean, we've already got 2 letters here for 15 across. Maybe shall we have a look at that? 15 across. Bound to take in laundry ultimately for the Cambridge lot for 3-4. Okay, so we've got the Y in laundry, because laundry ultimately is the letter Y, so that's already there from phony. And we've got 3. We know it ends in Y the first and ends in G the second word. And bound. Another word for bound is going to take in this Y for the Cambridge lot, which could mean, I mean, that is a broad term, isn't it? So really we're looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter word that if you put a Y in it right there, you can split it in 2 and get 2 different kinds of words. Yeah, we're gonna probably have to come back to that one. So I mean, shall we go to the other side over here now? Or should we try 10 across, given we got the N? Dome's changed name, that's familiar for 5. So Dome has changed, and then N. So name abbreviated is often just the letter N, which is at the end here. So that's familiar is probably the definition. And then look, for 4 letters, Dome has changed. That's that apostrophe and the S there. So can we rearrange Dome as an anagram? Demon, maybe? That seems to fit. And is there something about demons being familiar? I mean, that's because we've got a logic behind it. So let's keep that and go from there. 3 down again, we've got the D. Now, interestingly, died can often be abbreviated to the letter D as well. I mean, is there an I there for before one? So say, we must be looking for a 2-letter word for say, because that comes before one died, for ID perhaps. And say can sometimes be like IE, maybe. That is not a word. EG, EGID, EGAD. Interesting, because AD, I imagine, just refers to the, after. Well, no, I know there's the Latin for it, but after death, perhaps, for one died. And then EG, because EGAD, no one says that anymore. I say that confidently. I mean, don't think I've ever said it as an exclamation, but a one-time ejaculation for egad would make sense in that context. I mean, we're collecting a couple letters here. Can we confirm it with what's that, 7 across, where we have getting leg over sailor love is deliberate damage for 8. Okay, so we've got a container going on here. So getting leg over. So really, I think this must be another word for leg. Is getting over sailor love, and love is just often abbreviated to the letter O because love, like in tennis. So there's an O in here, I reckon. And sailor is, did you know, often abbreviated to the letters AB or able-bodied. So I suspect there's an ABO that's contained by a 5-letter word then for leg. That's my reasoning. I actually don't know what it would be right now, but that's as soon as we maybe can get. Did we tried one down? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to keep going along, I think. 7 down then. Desert Fergie stuffed by opening bits of horrendous apology for 6. Okay, this feels a bit more approachable because we've got an insertion. Stuffed, we're stuffing something we're stuffing it with the opening bits of horrendous apology. So the opening bits are the letters H and the letter A. So we're stuffing a 4-letter word with H and A. Fergie is, I imagine, Sarah Ferguson, just because that's been in the news. And so Sahara for deserts, perhaps, but isn't Sarah spelt with an H near the end, and not Sara? I mean, I'd feel like Sahara would have to be the way to go for desert. And we got the H and the A, which is stuffed a version of Sarah. Let's keep it. I'm not sure about the other H. Maybe it's an alternate spelling I'm not aware of, perhaps. Why not try 9 across them? Because 9 and 13 look promising now. 9 across. And we have Raffles almost the lot off for 5. So, I mean, off is an anagram indicator because something's off. Looks funny. Looks like we're anagramming then the lot, but almost the lot. A letter is missing from the lot, which gives us the 5 letters, I think. And because we've got an H from there, we've got the L. So then really it's like, which letter is missing for Raffles? Raffles? I mean, maybe we'll come back to that because Raffles. Yeah, I'm not sure what Raffles is referring to. Maybe 13 across there. Maybe we can do this. Harry bolted wine for 7. Bolted wine. Now I imagine that this is going to be some kind of double definition or charades clue because we don't have bolters might be. I don't know if it's an anagram indicator because there's not enough letters. Damn, that's a shame because I thought maybe we could get 9 and 13 with Sahara. Never mind. Well, we'll keep going down then. 17 across, which is a big one. Farage's thing. It's a nominal nightmare for 11. A nominal nightmare. Well, nightmare I've seen as an anagram indicator before. I mean, it can't be this straightforward, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters for it's a nominal. I mean, we've got the T from it's there, and what's Farage's thing then? I think that's what that is. I think it's an anagram of it's a nominal. Maybe I need to give myself license on these videos to just have an anagram solver next to me just to speed things up a bit, perhaps. Maybe can we do 14 down just to maybe think about it a bit more? Okay, C24 across. What have we got there then? Go through marriage ceremony, piss off. For 3, And where did this come from? 14, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we need a couple more letters to make that work. Maybe let's go over to this one. We've got the starting letter, hopefully, for this, for 11 down. A trauma covered up by the state. It's cosmetic for 7. Hopefully beginning with the letter M. Now we've got a trauma, or something that means a trauma, covered up. Now, covered up could be two things. One is that it's a hidden indicator, and we need to try and find another 7-letter word. Or it's a container, something that means a trauma is being covered up, contained by something else. And, if M's right, it can't be hidden, because the only M is in trauma, and we're trying to find another substitution for a trauma. Covered up by the state. It's cosmetic. Yeah. Tough. Let's keep moving along, shall we? Where shall we go next? It's a shame we haven't got anything here for the 1 down just yet. Never mind. Maybe we'll get some inspiration somewhere. 20 down. TV pundit, right to be kicked out of Northern City for N. And a northern city that ends in N is, and look, right is often abbreviated to the letter R. And it looks like we're saying we're deleting or kicking out a letter R from a northern city that ends in N, which gives us 6 letters. And for TV Pundit, I'm thinking it's Peston. So that's Robert Peston. If I can spell. Oh my goodness. Robert Peston, because Preston, we've kicked out the R to give us the answer. Okay, good. Bit of motivation here. 28 across, can we do? Many accepting Labour leader should be set aside. Labour leader, so the letter L. So there's a letter L that's being accepted into another word that means many, I think. Should be to be set aside. So there's an L in here somewhere, in one of these 3 spots. Many. I mean, if I just put it in the middle for any inspiration. To be set aside. Let's leave the L there just as a reminder. I mean, 16 down. Can we do anything with this? Half in limbo. I'm affected by home counties freeze for 10. So I suspect then that we've got half of in, which is either the I or the N. So that's 50-50. Affected is an anagram indicator. So I imagine it's going to be either I or the N, and then limbo, I'm. What does that give us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. Affected by home counties, or by. So that anagram is going to be by a 2-letter word meaning home counties. And so look, if we've got S here, we know that then home counties, what was being referenced by that is S something. And what are the home counties? They are those counties that surround the city of London. So like Buckinghamshire, I think, is one. Quite a few others. To freeze. Freeze is the definition then. So quite big anagrams as well here. Well, and hey, look, if L has got to appear somewhere, please let it be here. 23 across. Can we just get another letter there just so we can place something? Genial as two fellows and a bishop covered in piss for 7. This feels a bit more doable. So we've got two fellows, uh, two Fs, in other words, fellow abbreviated to F, and a bishop, so AB. So we've got FF, AB, bishop abbreviated to the letter B, which are covered. There's a lot of containers going on in this puzzle today in piss. So we've got, how many letters have we got altogether? So we've got FF, AB, we've got an E, affable for genial. That what does the covered in piss mean? So it's got ale. I mean, is that just as simple as if you're going out on the piss and it's just a reference to beer or alcohol in general? But to be genial is to be affable, so that I think that's probably what's going on there. Is there a B? Yeah, we've got the B from Limbo. And again, we're looking for a 10-letter word meaning freeze. That's got a B in it, and an L, hopefully. Definitely an S. Now that we've got the A for 11 down, a trauma covered up by the state. Look, here's an interesting thought. The state. Because one of the mean things that often will happen in private eye clues is that when they reference a state, they could mean literally any of the 50 abbreviations of the US states. And here we've got what I believe to be Massachusetts, M and A. And it's cosmetic. So we've got the states, that's covered. That's covering up a trauma, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But because it's not cosmetic, I'm thinking it's mascara, which is cosmetic. And if we fill mascara, because a scar is a trauma, maybe. I mean, that nicely fits together there, perhaps. And we've got another A here from It's a Nominal, so that's coming together. What? Okay, L and T. Can we? No. We've tried to do that one. Where should we go? Oh, can we do 15 across? Which, if we remind ourselves, bound to take in laundry ultimately for the Cambridge lot. I mean, it feels like that's spy, right? Or a spy ring for the 3 and the 4. How does this work? Because you got spring. Yes, to bound, to spring, right? That kind of movement imagery. Cambridge lot. Spy ring. I might need to look that up after, how that properly connects. I seem to remember, was it there was a group of people who were, I remember them being bad, right? So this wasn't like a cool spy ring. I think these were traitors who gave information to who was it? Because it wasn't Germany, because I'm sure it was during that time period there of the early 20th century. Was it the Soviets, maybe? Anyway, that corner looks like it's come together. Hey, look, if it is spy ring, we've got the half of in we're looking for, which is the I. Immobilize is what we're looking for here. For freeze. Immobilize, which means freeze. And that fits the anagram, I think. Yeah, with the 2 M's, the B, and very good. And hopefully that L is actually the L for the many accepting as well. Now, SE, I can only think, because SE is usually an abbreviation of Southeast, and that is geographically where the home counties are located, so that's probably where that's coming from. Okay, that's looking good. Now, with an M at the end of this, there's the M. Oh, I think this one's going to really annoy me when I get it for 17 across. Um, ah, what do we have for? Have we done 18 down yet? Immoderate as a blow up doll for 8. Moderate as a blow up doll feels like either a charades or a double definition because there's not much else in the ordering of this clue. Yeah, we might have to come back. Oh, that's annoying because then that could give us 28. If we get 17 across, I think we'll get a couple of these falling into place then. Let's try 27 down. Pull Taylor Swift say for 4. Okay, this is a straightforward one. Taylor Swift say is a definition by example, and Taylor Swift is a Yank, an American, and to pull is to yank. So that feels good. 26 across. 26 across? Yes, 26 across. Where we've got dubious pressure to oust Democrat Chubby for 5. Interestingly here, pressure is abbreviated to the letter P. Democrat is often abbreviated to the letter D. And it looks like, because this is only 5 letters, I was about to say dubious, P ousts D. So there's a change of letters here. But then you've got Pubius or Pubius, which is not even a word, let alone 5 letters. If Yank's right, we've got a Y, so we're probably trying to find another word for dubious because chubby, I think, is a bit of a mislead here, or it's just luck of how we've ended up with the Y first for chubby. Well, chubby isn't even actually 5 letters, so ignore me on that. So another word for dubious, 5 letters, where if you replace the D in it with a P, you get another word that means chubby. So that's the logic. I don't know if I know it just yet. Can we do 22 down? Ireland welcomes politicians not possessed by UK now for 6. Now, Ireland almost always is, and I apologise. I'm not going to pronounce it. It's EIRE, and that's welcoming. We've got an insertion here. Another 2-letter word, it looks like, for politician. So MP for empire. Is that right? Have I misspelt that? Oh no, I've just put it in the wrong order, haven't I? Yes, there it is. EIRE, MP for politicians, and UK does not possess an empire anymore. Interesting. We've got the P, I think, so the P's starting. 5-letter word for chubby, for P, podgy. And if you replace that with a D, you get dodgy, which is to be dubious. That's good. That looks good. Okay. Fantastic. Now, what was 14 down again? Oh, 24 across. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. Where else might we start to look? What about 29 across? Where we've got Bill Clinton's #1 love doctor flipped Unity for 6. Clinton, he's in every other one of these puzzles, I swear. And as a result, and this is why you got to be careful about reusing certain things, I've seen Bill often mean like an account. So shortened to AC, in fact. And then you've got Clinton's #1, which is C itself. What else? Love for 0. And then, oh look, it wrote itself. Doctor flipped. So DR. Accord, unity. Imagine, that was a lovely smooth one to solve. How I wish it was so for 17 across. 25 down then. Possible feature of a dive's grub for 4. Probably looks like a charades or a double definition clue, which I'll be honest, I really do struggle with that type of clue. Can we get? We need that 24 across. 19 down, and then I think we might have to start going back in our circle to see if we can solve any of the other ones. 19 down. Gnomes English with 2 farm animals for 7. So I suspect that gnome is going to be the definition. English is abbreviated to the letter E more often than not, and then we're looking for 2 farm animals, are we? Dear. Let's circle back. Let's go back around. So where shall we? Let's try to do 7 across then, because we've got some letters for it. Yes, that's right. So we're trying to find a 5-letter word for leg over what was it? ABO, deliberate damage. Okay, deliberate damage is to sabotage, which I'm sure that's what that's spelling out. And then look, you've got ABO, sabotage. The 5-letter word then is stage for leg. Oh, like in a journey. A leg of a journey, a stage of the journey. Okay, sabotage. Great. Does that help us with 1 down? I don't know why. I'm just really blocking on that one. Let's try this one again. I mean, let's not even look at the question. 9 across. What 5-letter words that have H and L do you know? So halal, hotel, and oh yes, of course, hotel, because I remember we had the lot of. Looks like the almost, so the 1 letter that we are deleting is the letter T for hotel. I can only assume there is a hotel called Raffles. I think I'm going to have to look that up afterwards, or let me know in the comments what hotel that's referring to. I can't say I've heard of that, but hotel logically follows. Can we try? Oh, well, what does this T tell us about 1 down again? Because we said a failure to indulge can, if put in needs. And so it's either can, and the reason the T is standing out is because it can be tin for can, like a substitution. And this tin, or the can, has been put in another word for need, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-letter word for need. Oh dear. Okay, we're still going to have to come back. I mean, can we get the N with 13 across? Harry bolted wine. Well, the N might be helpful here, because to bolt, okay, I think this is a double, or charades definition, a charades clue, because we've got ran for bolted, and wine. I mean, to harry is to attack something, right? Like the verb to harry. And so ransack, like wine for sack, is that what it is? Let's hope that's what it is, because that fits the N. and it helps maybe confirm that it is tin here. And look, with 14 down, it was the marriage ceremony, right? So 14 across again, sorry, 24 across. Go through a marriage ceremony with a K and a D. And look, this is one word, so 3 letters. Anything to do with marriage where you've got a K and a D there. It's not coming to me, but let's fresh eyes go back to 17 across. Farage's thing, it's a nominal nightmare for 11. An anagram of these 11 letters, Farage's thing. And look, with the M at the end, like, is it an ism that we're after? Because we do have an I and an S. Oh, I know what it is. Nationalism is Farage's thing, and that fits the anagram. Big win. That is a big win, because that's another letter in 1 down, and with 14 down, and with 18 down, we've got an I. Immoderate as a blow-up doll. Now look, to blow up a doll is to inflate, right? Or inflated, is that what it's going for? And immoderate, like in pricing, if something's immoderate, it's been inflated. I mean, it fits. 28 across then. This L here, many. So we're looking for this. Oh, to set something aside is to allot something. That fits the 5 letters. And, okay, that's sneaky, because for many, it is actually 2 words. Allot, or many. And so the extra L comes in there. Fantastic. Can we just keep this going until the end now? 14 down, with 24 across. Something with a K and an O and a D for marriage. I mean, what words do you know anyway that are spelt like that? So what do we have left? We've got 24 and 14 for 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We then have 25, right, which is perhaps some kind of double definition, or charades, is maybe not charades, double definition. We've then also got this 19 down, where looks like we're just looking for 2 farm animals, maybe. And we've got an A there. Do you know any farm animals that have got an A in it? Let's go through all the obvious ones, right? So it's not a cow, it's not a bull, it's not a hen, it's obviously not a chicken. Dogs, that counts. A sheep, some kind of sheep. A ram, maybe. Gnome, though. Okay, so I think I know what the answer is, because I think the other animal is a pig. An epigram. I mean, it fits this, but a gnome? Is there another meaning of gnome I'm not aware? Well, I mean, that's probably the case for many things, actually. But gnome to mean an epigram. I'm going to have to look that one up afterwards. Can we confirm? I mean, what was 21? Oh, we haven't done 21. across, yes, actually. Cloak from a time before phone messaging for 7. Beginning with a P. Ah, man alive. Okay, so it's just these 1, 2. So close. We're so close to finishing. G for 24 across. Go through marriage ceremony. Piss off. Because I would think that maybe piss off is like an anagram indicator of some kind. But there's too many letters. And to go through... what could it be? I mean, I'm just thinking that maybe like 14 is, like to get married is to tie the knot. Right, so I'm thinking it's like, is this knotted? Which fits, but then, what would this be? 24 across? Like, get knotted? Is that what it is? But I mean, I'll be honest, I've never once said to somebody to get knotted to tell them to go away. I think it would actually be a bit embarrassing. I think that would turn around back on you pretty quick. I mean, get knotted looks like it fits. I mean, what about 25 down? Possible feature of a type's grub? I mean, look, grub is tuck, right? Like if you're fishing. Oh, yes, okay, I figured it out. It is tug, because this is a double definition. Possible feature of a dive, right, in the Olympics, is a tuck. And a grub is also a tuck, I think, for fishing. So that should be a double definition. I mean, what's this one down? A failure to indulge. So, I mean, look, a failure to indulge must be the definition, because we've got tin if put in these other letters for need. A failure to indulge, that's 10 letters long. I mean, is it abstinence? Which is, you're holding back, you're stopping yourself doing something. How do you spell it? Oh, yeah, CE. But, so tin makes sense, but then you've got absence. If put in need, absence. For need. I mean, is this the stretch that if I need something, I'm absent it? I don't like that one. It must be abstinence for a failure to indulge, but I'm not convinced about this insertion. But we're so now 21 across to round off. What have we got? Yeah, it's cloak from a time before messaging. Phone messaging. Phone messaging specifically. And so phone messaging is to text. Pretext, right? So cloak as a pretext maybe, and a time before phone messaging is pretext, which is quite funny. Oh, and we finished the puzzle. Well done, everybody. Appreciate you and your patience watching me struggle through a couple of these here. As I say, I don't know if it's 100% correct, but it all fits, which is a victory in itself. In a week's time or so, we should be able to find the answers, and then we'll revisit, and in the comments we can talk about what should be different and what's not. Epigram I need to look up, hotel I need to look up for raffles, absence and need I'm not sure about. Egad, I need to double check. But ultimately, I think it's all come together. So, I mean, thank you so much for watching this far. Now, of course, at Morning Cryptic, the core purpose of the channel is to help teach cryptic clues to everybody, to get exposed to all different kinds of indication, word indicators, and how all the wordplay and things like that. Monday to Friday, we have a daily clue that gets more difficult through the week, and it's for beginners. So please do like and subscribe to follow along for that. Of course, more private eye cryptics in particular, and occasionally as well, I think I do like a round table of different clues I've thought were particularly devious throughout a week. So please do join the community. Hope to see you next time.